You are now watching the Energy and Effort Podcast with your host, Magic. Let's go! I just got a triple-double, put that energy and effort. All you gotta do is hustle. I'm from Baltimore City, but they calling it a jungle. But I gotta stay focused, get my people out the struggle. Gotta watch what I say, probably get me in trouble. It's a broadcast, catch my highlights on the podcast. Coming with that work, hot topics, I'm the boss man. Crossover, I can score on you with my offhand. I just got a triple-double, put that energy and effort. All you gotta do is hustle. Put that energy and effort. All you gotta do is hustle. Let's go. I just got a triple-double, put that energy and effort. All you gotta do is hustle. I'm from Baltimore City, but they calling it a jungle. But I gotta stay focused, get my people out the struggle. Gotta watch what I say, probably get me in trouble. It's a broadcast, catch my highlights on the podcast. Coming with that work, hot topics, I'm the boss man. Crossover, I can score on you with my offhand. Welcome everybody to the very first episode of the Energy and Effort Podcast. Yeah. So let me just give y'all a straight introduction about what's going on with this podcast. I know a lot of y'all been waiting for it. I've been hearing the parents asking about it. I've been hearing other coaches asking about it. I've been hearing the kids asking about it. We've been posting the tag Energy and Effort Podcast all throughout social media. And here it goes. The Energy and Effort Podcast, episode 1, baby. Alright, so let me go right into it. This is going to be the introduction. I'm going to tell y'all a lot about what this podcast aims to do. Why did I start this podcast? And what's the purpose of it? Alright? So first off, that I want to say that this podcast is not for me. It is all about the Baltimore City youth and the basketball programs throughout the city. And one program that is sponsoring this podcast and mostly everything you're going to see from this podcast is the Simon Says Shoot, Hoop, Not Guns. And that is brought to you with the partners with the Junior NBA. So, Simon Says Shoot, Hoop, Not Guns. That is one of the things that you will see throughout this podcast. And as you see, we building student athletes here. Let me tell you the difference between this program. And shout out to all the other programs throughout the city. But I'm going to tell you what's going on with Simon Says Shoot, Hoop, Not Guns. They building student athletes. And what I mean by that is that, you know, a lot of coaches say books before ball. But I've been throughout the city, and a lot of kids know me now. I've been through a lot of school systems, and I've been seeing the kids. I've been seeing the games, and I see how, you know, coaches and parents is like, they're real stuck on getting a W in a basketball game instead of the principle of what basketball is teaching. So with this podcast, I'm here to educate the players, the coaches, the city, and the parents. All right, so you're going to get a taste of everything you need here. You're going to get all the info you need as far as the Simon Says Shoot, Hoop, Not Guns program. So if you're looking for your updates, you're going to get it here. You're going to be able to see all your beautiful student athlete kids, their highlights in the background. You're going to be able to see it all, and it's going to be so amazing just to sit here and watch tons and tons of footage of your kids. All right, with that being said, I'm going to give you a little bit more about our program. So the Simon Says Shoot, Not Guns program been it started about 7 years ago. Of course, you already know head coach Simon Edwards. He went to Hanna Park, and just right there at the basketball court, and the kids, they was just hooping around, so he was hooping around with them, and then he seen that they ain't had no water, so he brought them back water, and then they started calling him coach. You know, he showed them a few little basketball drills from back when he was playing ball, and they were saying, coach, coach, coach. So he took that on a big, he took that role on his shoulders, and he became Coach Simon Edwards. And I've been working with Coach Simon now for about 7 years, 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, and all I can say is nothing but amazing things for this man. The way that he put on for the community, the way that he go in and out and beyond for the kids. You know, he got sleepless nights, and he doing his thing. So I'm going to give him his roses right here. This Energy and Effort podcast is definitely because of you, Simon. And this is the Simon Says Shoot Hoop Not Guns Energy and Effort podcast. All right. So yeah. So then after that, he came back with them because he asked them will they come back. So he was outside and he was training with these kids. And when he was training with these kids, you know, it was outside, summertime, the sun beaming. So he got the bright idea that let me try to find an indoor gym for these kids to hoop at. And one thing I can say about Coach Simon, he's not going to take no for an answer, as he went school to school to school all throughout West Baltimore. He went knocking on doors of all the community leaders, community restaurants, anything that got something to do with the community. He asked for their help, and for the ones that did help, I commend y'all for that, because that's definitely, you know, we give you shout outs for that, because yes, we could definitely use all the help that we can. And long story short, he got a school that was rolling with him, and he started the program there. And 7 years from now, we got one of the best programs, if not the best program in Baltimore City. All right, so yeah, that's how it started off, and now we got multiple locations, you know, multiple games, multiple leagues, and so much to go on. All right. So right here, like I said, you'll be able to get all the highlights. You know, if y'all come to practice, you probably see Coach Mike with the camera crew, you know, with the Magic Experience production crew. And yeah, you probably see me getting great footage of y'all student athletes. So here's the podcast where you're going to be able to see all that footage, plus footage throughout Baltimore City, because I expect to go through the city games to get their highlights. You know, I expect to go to the championships, the high school, the varsity games, as we got kids on varsity. So yeah, you're going to be able to see Baltimore City on this platform as far as basketball. All right. Also, I will be talking a little bit about NBA basketball, just because we is partnered with the Junior NBA. And of course, who wouldn't love to talk about the NBA? I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Basketball. So yeah, I could start off talking about how Dame Lillard just went to the Bucks. So leave in your comments. I need y'all to stay active in this podcast. You know, if I ask you a question, put it in the comments, tell me what you think. So it helps build the podcast and the algorithm. And that way, more and more people will be able to see y'all student athletes. So make sure you leave in the comments. And make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you will always get your updates. And you need the updates because we're going to post all the games, scores, stats, everything you're going to need. Of course, you can also find that on our social media platforms. All right, so I was saying, like Dame Lillard, he went to the Bucks. Leave in the comments. Tell me what you think about Dame Lillard going to the Bucks. Do you think that they are now the favorites in the East? Do you got them coming out the East? Do you agree with the trade? Do you think that it wasn't a good fit? Let me know in the comments. Me personally, I think that Dame Lillard is the right piece for Giannis. I think Giannis did everything he could do with the organization by telling them, you need to get me more or I'm not going to re-sign. And they splashed big with Dame Lillard. So shout outs to the Bucks and their organization for pulling that off. I believe Drew Holiday and a few first-round draft picks for Dame is an excellent thing. Well, Drew Holiday defense will be missed, but you got Giannis, who's a great defender, and I just believe it's going to work out. That's not my team, but I'm definitely rooting for him. All right? All right, let me just give y'all some more updates about this program so y'all would know what's going on, because we got a lot of big things going on with this program. First of all, we got our jerseys coming back, all right? Now, we've partnered with Liberty Rec, Liberty Village Project, and we have Miss Trueheart, if anybody don't know her, amazing woman, and she probably don't like to be on the camera and stuff, but she deserves it because she goes beyond for the kids, and her only goal is to make sure these kids is having fun and keeping them progressing and staying out of trouble. So yeah, shout out to Liberty Village Project, and we got the Liberty Village, the Liberty Rec jerseys, and not just the jerseys, we got the whole gear. I mean, we got basketballs, water bottles, hoodies, tracksuits, warm-up suits, dry fit t-shirts. We got the socks. We got all the team gear coming up. So shout out to Liberty Rec and Liberty Village Project with helping out with them jerseys. Yes. All right. And with that being said, of course, with them jerseys, we got to be taking them on the road. So we have a lot of big games scheduled up for our traveling team. So if you want to make the traveling team, you already know I need that energy and that effort. So if you come in to practice with the energy and effort, you can make this traveling team, and we're going to have games. We already got games set up. Like, we already got games set up in Philly. We got games set up in D.C. We already got NBA professional basketball player who invited us to Indiana. So we got so much stuff going on, and we're going to look so great in our brand new gear going there. All right. We have the Energy and Effort obstacle course. The Energy and Effort obstacle course. Now, let me tell you something about that. That obstacle course is great. I love it. I helped put this together. And one thing about this obstacle course, it works on all 5 aspects of the game. You're going to work on your ball handling. You're going to work on your passing, your defense, your shooting, your layups. You're going to do all of that in this obstacle course. And another thing is you competing against you. So it's great. The parents love it because they get to see their kid on the platform by themselves doing the obstacle course. You ain't got to worry about, oh, my kid not getting the ball. It's too many kids in there. It's so much going on. Nope, this obstacle course is just for you and you only. All right. Be looking out for the obstacle course. That's coming out real soon, real soon. We's actually getting all the finishing touches to it. If you want to be any sponsors to these obstacles course, you can just go ahead and hit us up. I'll leave in the comments, leave links and all that stuff towards the end of this video and show you how to become sponsors. All right, so as you know, we have our 3v3 league going on. Our 3v3 league, as you see all these highlights, is coming from our 3v3 league. So much fun, so much highlights, so much excitement been happening with this 3v3 league, and it's coming towards the end. We's about to get this playoff started because the kids is waiting to win their trophy. This is the 3v3 trophy right here, brought to you by Next Step Serve Safe, one of our sponsors, Next Step Serve Safe. They are a program that do food service, restaurant management training, and also restaurant inspections. And yes, they want to tell us let's take a next step to a healthier future. And they put this together. They helped put this together. So they wanted to make sure our kids had one of the best trophies. So look at this. This is heavy too. I mean, I know one of these kids is going to love. Well, 3 of these kids will be able to win this trophy. This is the 3v3 championship trophy. And this is the MVP trophy. This is the MVP trophy. I don't even want to get my fingerprints all on this. It is so beautiful if you look at it. That is the MVP trophy. And that's the other trophy we had for the 3v3 league that we had. And that we want to thank the CRC. That's the Community Reach Center out from Bon Secours Hospital, right there on 31st South Payson Street. And, you know, they gave us this platform to have this 3v3 league. So I want to thank all the staff over there, everybody who helps out with the CRC. Thank you. All right. So, of course, you know, the 3v3 I said is coming down to an end. And as soon as that comes down to an end, we going straight into, drum roll, the Junior NBA League. All right, so the Junior NBA League is going to be open up to the whole Baltimore city. This is where we're going to get majority of the best kids from the city to compete. And this is one of the biggest platforms that youth basketball can play on, because basically you'll be playing on the NBA platform for their juniors. This is called the Junior NBA. So what this platform is going to help the NBA see where the kids at in this area. Is they already on trajectory to be going to the pros, you know, and they give us the tools, and they already give us the tools to help the kids get there. We'll have a lot of guest speakers there. We got NBA players that's on speed dial right now. We have NBA trainers and scouts that's partnering with our program right now. I mean, this is a big deal right here. This Energy and Effort podcast is about to blow up. Y'all need to get aboard it now before it takes off. So with that, I'm saying that we'll go straight into the Junior NBA League. And that league should start sometime in November. And when that league starts, I mean, we got all the real deal. You're going to have the Junior NBA jerseys. I'm talking about the actual NBA teams with the Junior NBA logos. It's going to be a real big deal. And I can't wait for that, you know. I'll probably be coaching, or I'll probably be somewhere in some type of commissioner status by then. So, yeah, let's go ahead and look forward to that. If y'all checking out my picture right here, yes, this is the LeBron James official bucket picture that he got when he made the all-time record scoring. So yeah, it's only 5,000 of these, and yes, I was fortunate to have one of these. So yeah, shout out to King James, you know, for breaking the record. All right, so I'm gonna leave right here all the highlights for y'all to see. I also want to thank our sponsors. This is just the first episode. I'm going to have so much more to come. This more likely is going to be a weekly podcast. So I'm going to have a whole week, and I mean a whole week of fun and highlights for y'all. Also, follow us on our hashtag and use our hashtag whenever you're dealing with us. Our hashtag is Unity Give Back. Unity Give Back. Yes, we started our own hashtag. If you doing anything with this program, if you taking pictures, if you posting pictures, you know, if you at our functions, our community events, use our hashtag Unity Give Back. And I got it somewhere where you can see it. All right. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors as I leave these highlights. I want to thank Simon Said Shoot Hoop Guns for putting this together, help putting this together. Next Step Serve Safe. I want to thank Liberty Village Project. I want to thank the CRC. I want to thank Junior NBA and Her Time to Play. All right, y'all. This is only episode 1. Of course, you know I got more coming. Energy and Effort Podcast. I'm your guy, Coach Mike. We out of here.
I just got a triple-double, put that energy and effort. All you gotta do is hustle. I'm from Baltimore City, but they calling it a jungle. But I gotta stay focused, get my people out the struggle. Gotta watch what I say, probably get me in trouble. It's a broadcast, catch my highlights on the podcast. Coming with that work, hot topics, I'm the boss man. Crossover, I can score on you with my offhand. I just got a triple double, put that energy and effort, all you gotta do is hustle. Put that energy and effort, all you gotta do is hustle. Let's go. I just got a triple double, put that energy and effort, all you gotta do is hustle. Baltimore City, but they calling it a jungle, but I gotta stay focused, get my people out the struggle. Gotta watch what I say, probably get me in trouble. It's a broadcast, catch my highlights on the podcast. Coming with that work, hot topics, I'm the boss man.